Elephants trekked into the dark night but still couldn't find water. Fortunately, the African nights are especially cool, allowing them to quicken their pace. They finally found a small, undried water hole, their only hope for survival. Since their thirst was so extreme, a drink from even this tiny puddle was precious to every animal, including a pride of lions that was keeping a watchful eye on the area. Lions and elephants don't usually clash, but now, the desperation for water made conflict likely. Adult elephants weren't afraid of lions, but Anna was vulnerable. Taki understood perfectly that in a conflict, she would instantly become the lion's target. To protect her, he made a decision. He launched a bold, preemptive attack on the lion pride, forcing them to retreat. There was no stopping the powerful matriarch. Taki knew this small puddle wouldn't last more than a few days, and this place was full of danger. They had to continue their migration to find a water source large enough for the entire group. African elephant migration depends heavily on the leader's memory of the traditional route, and Taki knew it well. However, all of Africa was now changing drastically. Ever-expanding farmland had interrupted the elephants' migration corridors, steadily eroding their living space. Many other herds had already perished due to this constant compression. Could Taki still lead his herd to find the water they needed? It was a frightening unknown. Days later, Taki led the herd into an unfamiliar region. The air grew humid, a sign that an inexhaustible water source, the final destination of their migration, was not far away. The group was ecstatic, but as they walked out of a forest, they stopped, stunned. A highway, newly built, blocked their way. Cars sped past them, a sight Taki didn't even recognize. The river was on the opposite side of the road, and they could already smell the water in the air. Driven by an irresistible thirst, some of the elephants crossed to the other side of the highway. Anna started to follow, but Taki called her back. Unable to assess the danger of the fast-moving cars, he decided it was safer to wait until nightfall. Night came, but the stream of cars didn't slow. The herd had been standing there for hours. Taki's legendary caution had helped the tribe survive countless difficulties over the decades, and he firmly believed in its power. However, Andy and Anna were so parched they could no longer bear the temptation of the water. Confused by thirst, Andy started to cross the road, followed closely by his daughter and granddaughter. They successfully reached the other side, stepping into a brand new, unknown world. Taki led the rest of the herd, and all the elephants ultimately survived. However, not every elephant herd has been so lucky. In just the past 50 years, the continent's ecological balance has been seriously damaged. The population of elephants on the African grasslands has been reduced by nearly 60%. If wild African elephants aren't protected immediately, they could disappear from the earth and become a tragic part of history.